Well, good morning, friends. How's everyone? Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Hey, this message today is about when planning change. If God woke you up this morning, tell God thank you. You still realize you got breath in you and you moving around. Possibly your day have already begun. Tell God thank you. This is another day that God has given you, friend. And come on, let's rejoice and be glad in it. I want to move right along in this particular message and things because I understand that, listen, some individuals' day is early Monday morning for me, and things are moving differently and things. So I just want to say I thank you and I welcome you, friends. Even if you come back later on, to listen to this particular video that is live while I'm doing it, but you're coming along to support it, I thank you. But when planning change, friends, let me just state this for today. You know how you plan things in your life and you just plan. You planning because there's nothing wrong with planning. Planning is good when you can see, a future in it or a vision in planning. But let me just say this much about planning and everything. If things do change or when your plannings do change, do not get dismayed. What do I mean about getting dismayed? Because when you are what you call on the spiritual journey, and I'm talking from planning, life planning, anything, because this is what happened to me. And it can happen quite often too in my life. I can be about a plan. That's why I really don't plan unless it's schedulings and things that I need to do. But even with that, but I can be about a plan and knowing what, I want to do. But seem like my life then became with God planning things, and allowing me to see things out. So what I've learned to do is just adjust to this spiritual life journey and be okay with whatever, how God plays things out, because when your life is lined up in the positive way and the most directing way to be of what you call that love, peace, and light, listen, what you gonna do when your plans don't go how you want it to go? You can't get upset about it. The only thing that I would just say what I do, good morning, friend, and thank you. What I say, what I do, or what have helped me out is just that I began to look at it. Maybe God was protecting me, or maybe God just don't want me to go that particular route, or maybe God just don't want me to do this particular thing that I have already planned, even if it's vacation, even if it's a place that I got to be in. It's like a timing that I got to be there. And I know that I'm already prepared. And I'm saying, in this particular earthly realm that we live in, sometimes God can hold things up because he understands what was ahead. You could be being protected from, accidents or things that we can't see, but God already understand. And when it comes to planning the big things, I've learned not to get frustrated anymore about the things that I plan for my life, because God's plan is always better. And life itself comes with more understanding. The more you appreciate it, the more you're thankful. Every day that you wake up, tell God thank you. I know you're doing that anyway. If God has been good to you, tell God thank you, because your light look different upon you now. Because remember, you have awakening to your life, to your journey, to your truth, and what works for you. Because what is working for me, friend, it may not work for you in this season because of where you're at and your faith. Find out, stay in tune to who the truth that lives in you, who it is and what it identifies within you, because the Spirit of the Lord shines light in all of our life. The Spirit of the Lord can, what you call, to clear up any darkness. That is what is in your life. What is darkness? Darkness is anything that does not bring that light, love, joy, and peace, and the challenges that come in our life to allow us to learn from them. So in life, even when planning seems like that they have changed, learn how to just find the good in it and to say, these are just my thoughts. And what I say, everything happened for a reason. It had to change. I may not know why it had to change, but God, I thank you. So show up in life knowing that, listen, life itself is a journey, and don't find yourself in a position, or I'll say this much, if you find yourself in a position and if you feeling like, I know that I did what I needed to do, but it still didn't work out. Guess what? God knows what's best for you, friend. Remember, I'm just a vessel. I come here and share with you messages and probably some experiences and some things that my personal life may can help someone else out as well. And I also like to say that I talk about the power of prayer for those that are new, coming to visit this particular friend and you checking me out and things. The power of prayer is powerful. And also I believe that God is the one that break off the cycles that need to be broken into our life. I also believe that God create miracles. And when I say miracles, God will allow things to happen that our hands or our feet or our mouth, our ears, whatever we're trying to do to create things, like manifest, God can do the impossible. And when you lean and when you are steady with that particular faith that you have within you, because faith is the unknown of the things that we possibly cannot see. Some things we can see it if we visualize it, but it's the faith that you're leaning on from God. It's something about the imagination and God divineness of how he just allowed us to have life today and how possibly, some of us is still maybe going through a journey or a challenge and whereby you feel like, Lord, all plans have changed in my life. And it could seem like a bump in the road and a real big bump in the road. It could be like a mountain unto you. Remember, do not let that mountain allow you to stay depressed. And I got to say it like that because somebody may be going through a depression point to where about you need to hear these words that, this too shall pass. But how this too gonna pass for you, be around individuals that will love on you, that will give you the resources and the things to help you out with. Now, I'm just a vessel. I come here to encourage you. Now it's up to you to get up and do something about it, meaning go and search out those individuals that is for you, because remember, they are waiting. God always have helpers and solutions to your particular issues, whatever that may be going on, even if the plans of your life have changed. I know about them changing plans in life because I have planned things on my own, thoughts and my own way, and they wasn't bad. At least I thought God was just protecting me, and he was saying, I need you to go this way. And the way that God wanted me to go, I can appreciate it even right now, friends. Let me tell you something about the goodness of the Lord. I feel so good right now in the now how I'm living, because guess what? It aligns up to how God wants me to live. It makes me be a better version of who and what I showed up for in life. I can't come in this particular journey now where I'm at and carry and drag along the things that do not benefit me. The only thing about this particular journey now, by me being in the now, being connected up to God and understand now God's true purpose for my life is to love and to be in peace and harmony, and the power to forgive too. That power to forgive is awesome, because once you forgive, it does not mean, as you hear me and I will constantly say it, individuals will forgive you, but you have forgiving the situation, and possibly you have stepping out of just saying forgiveness from your heart. Maybe you picked up the phone, maybe you written a letter, maybe you just did whatever you need to do to make the situation right on your part. But even if the other individual do not forgive you, and from your heart of heart, you meant it because you felt it. You felt it deep down in here. That thing was real to you. You wasn't pretending to be as if, you're not going to forgive, because first of all, you possibly could have went to the counseling chair and talked about it and got the things that you need in order for your forgiveness just to come and just flood you and understand the true meaning of forgiveness. Once you understand the true meaning of forgiveness, you can show up in life. Once you understand the power of love, you can understand that, listen, your love may be what you call, tipped a little bit. Somebody may come along and irritate you and put, them things in you to where about that you done worked on. That's when you have to reposition yourself, because remember, you belong to God. You surrendered unto God. I never tell you that this journey won't have no obstacles. I'll be lying to you, friend. So why I'm going to lie to you and make you think that there's no obstacles in life and there's no challenges in life? Truly there are. That's why God chosen you in this particular journey, okay, to learn some lessons, including myself, to change some plans around. Hey, I got to be okay with that too. And guess what? To continue to load you up in your own personal journey so that you know that God is with you. Because if God is for you now, who can be against you? Are you going to let yourself be against you? Oh my God, I thank you. You know, God is so wonderful in this season and the time of living because we have an opportunity now to create the happiness that we want. You start from what you have, keep it simple. Don't make it so much to worry about you can't get there. Just keep it simple. Daily, just get up, or even right now. You know, just begin to breathe the way that you need to breathe and then just believe. It don't have to be perfect. I'm telling you, because I'm this friend. Life ain't perfect, but guess what? I'm striving to that perfection and I see the perfection of what God is doing. So I accept it as being perfect, even when it's still work being doing, you know, what I'm doing within, because I can see it. You know, God's hands is greater than mine. So if I don't take this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that He pouring into me, how am I going to be able now to continue on this journey? You can't continue on a journey when you got things weighing you down. You know, how you gonna move along and you ain't checked the baggage or the luggage was in there? Some things you can't carry on a journey. Some of that stuff that's in your luggage that was in 2023, it's time to peep into it and to say, I understand. I went through this in 2023, but now what I'm putting in my 2024 luggage is opportunities and blessings. My light is shining brighter. And that could be the only thing you need in your luggage right now is the light. Because remember, I talked about the cup. Because now you're being refilled with that cup that God have filled you with. Remember, I just say the cup, but it's your temple. How you gonna let that light show up now in this 2024? Many may give what you call their own resolution and say, I'm gonna do this, this, and that. But what about the plan of God? God, I want you now to direct my feet, my thought, my mind, my whole temple. I want to be able to be in tune to know the work that I got to do. Even if it don't feel good, God, give me your plan because I've tried all my plans. Give me your plans. So when you show up, friends, and this day, because this is a new day, I don't know what tomorrow may bring. I don't even know what yesterday brought you, okay? I just know that this is a new day. And if you keep putting in you the right stuff, it's like you're going to attract for your Holy Spirit the things that you need. It's all about continuing to move forward, okay? And just applying the simple principles. It's not that hard. The simple principles. Because see, one thing about ego will make us think that it's hard. But what I'm realizing, the only thing we need is a little faith. Faith like a grain of mustard seed. It'll grow if you nourish it, and if you water it, it'll grow. And remember, have those particular friends that can pray for you. Be around individuals that's enlightening themselves to understand who is the Christ that live within. Remember, I told you, I'm not looking for Christ on the outside when all Christ is within me, and it's good. Because looking on the outside, you know, I use my earthly eyes to try to find Jesus. When Jesus spoke to me and says the kingdom of God is within, he didn't tell me that I was God, but he did tell me that the kingdom was within, okay? So the only thing I'm doing is changing how I see things and how I plan things out, you know, to even think how everything is going to work out. And I just say, God, you got me right now. And I thank you for allowing your angels, the individuals that need to be in my life. And oh yes, I believe in angels. I believe that God, you know, divinely put angels in our life, whether or not, you know, we can see them with our eyes or whether or not, you know, they're moving things even as I speak. I believe that God can do anything because remember, he's the creator. He's the visionary that give us visions. He's the planner that make plans for our life and change things in our life when it need to work out for the good. Even if you don't see that your plans that was changed is working out for the good. When you tap into that light, into that peace and love, you'll begin to understand. You remember, I was talking about them levels. Them levels have to be what you call risen now to the level where God got you at. Because as long as you stay on lower levels, you're going to attract lower energy. But when you begin to rise now, you'll be able to see and to look down on the things that was hindering you. And when I say look down, I did my hand like that. But when you're rising up, now you can see in the earthly realms the things that your eyes was missing, because it was so much what you call on the lower levels, that lower levels came to teach you and to allow you to grow. Lower levels are what you call learning places that give you an opportunity to basically to see your journey and your purpose. Friends, understand, if you don't understand your purpose, you got plenty time at this time and the now to ask God and to seek God for yourself. Oh God, I thank you. I just want to say I appreciate you, friends, for coming here and for allowing a vessel such as myself bring forth the message to the best of my ability. Every day I ask God to create in me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. And the reason why I ask God that is because that God is divine enough to lead and to direct and to order what you call this vessel to be a better me, to show up, not only now to just give back from the vessel that God is pouring in what you call into me, which is I am a vessel, but God is that divine vessel, so I can appreciate God at this time. So friends, remember that you are in control of your thoughts, of definitely your direction, if you give it what you call into the hands of God, because God is a good God, but he give us choices. He give us all choices to do what we want to do. Remember, it's nothing forced upon anyone. Your love is not forced. The power to forgive is not forced. Breaking generational cycles is definitely not forced at all. The reason why it's not forced because it's your choice and it is your will. Okay, friends? Thank you once again. Have a great day. I appreciate you. Hello and good morning to everyone that have came into this live chat. Once again, I appreciate you. How they gonna know? Okay, go tell somebody. That's how they would know. Thumbs up the video. I appreciate the individuals that do thumbs up the video. I just want you to know I really appreciate you, because now, as you can see, friends, Gigi is breaking from out of the shell, coming even more what you call with the information and the messages of just how God want me to be and things. And I'm just grateful at this point, and I just thank you for being so patient. When I say patient with me. You know, I'm this small country girl that come from the country, but I can appreciate that red clay and things what God allowed me to understand. Simplicity, even in my spiritual journey, is good. And oh God, I just thank you. Thank you, God, for the friends. Let me go and just say, God, bless everybody today, even with their planning. Even if plans change, God, keep them having the hope and the faith and also the joy. Keep them inspired. Give them the love that they need, God. Give them the motivation that they need, God. Give them all the strength that they need, God. Give them, God, the plan that you have for them. Don't let them get discouraged, God. And even if they do, God, speak unto their life. Allow confirmation to come and to confirm that thing that need to be confirmed for them today, God. Keep all hope alive and keep faith constantly driven, God, and keep the light in their life so that they won't give up. Oh, God, I thank you. Blessings and power unto you, friends. I appreciate you once again. Have a good day, because God have allowed it to be. Thank you so much.